called the IRS, then you know how long it can take to get through to a live person. So is it any easier to get service if you head down to your local IRS office? 4 News Journalist John Rupolo live with some answers.
Yeah, you know, Patrick, we began investigating this question after hearing from you, many of you, completely and entirely frustrated about waiting in very long lines at the local IRS office.
I waited close to half an hour where the line never budged.
This is what you will see at the Customer Assistance Center of the IRS walk-in office at their Fort Myers location. And this is what you will hear.
It's always like this.
Like this, meaning long lines and lots of wait time to see a customer service representative.
Now we're waiting in line to get in the other waiting line, so it's quite the operation they have here.
Some folks waiting for hours and even coming back several times per week to solve their IRS questions. Harvey here to get tax transcripts so he can send them to a college he will be attending to calculate financial aid. The problem? It's his third time here in more than a week's time.
I think they have some management issues, but it's something that needs to be dealt with, that's for sure.
Customers also complaining there are only 2 staff members in the office to deal with all of these walk-ins.
You would think with all the money they take from us every year, they could afford more than 1 or 2 people in this whole office. It's pretty aggravating.
So we tried to get some answers from the IRS.
So you will be sending us an answer to all of these concerns?
But an hour after I made that phone call, we heard back from the IRS saying they are just not sure when they could give us any answers. Meanwhile, meet Maggie Longloss. She was here today looking for some financial documents for her daughter. She came down instead of calling on the phone in hopes service would be quicker.
If at least somebody answered the phone, it would have been a lot easier. It would have saved me a whole trip. I would have known what to do.
Well, here it is. Now, as of this broadcast, we still have not heard back from the IRS about what we thought were some very simple questions. Why are the wait lines long, and why is there limited staff at the Fort Myers IRS walk-in location? Guess what? We won't stop asking. We're live in the studio. John Rupolo, Fox 4 in your corner.
Good for you, John. If you have a problem you want questions